Crew, what's good? It's the FKOP here, coming at you with another video. And today's video is a little bit different. It's gonna be a little bit different. Today we're gonna be talking about how to build your RP Luffy deck to be the most consistent RP Luffy deck there is. Cause I do believe there is a foundation when it comes to building the RP Luffy deck. And if you look at all my videos, there's a core that I base my builds around. And today I just want to kind of go over that core that I use, just so you can create your own version of RP Luffy that's gonna get you consistent wins and consistently beat the meta. And without further ado, if you like videos like this, make sure you hit that like and that sub for your boy. Subscribe. Yeah, that's right. Hit that like and that subscribe button for your boy, and let's get on into the video. So, with every build, I believe there's like a core foundation, that you need to start with. So I'm gonna just tell you the cards that I think are solidified for me personally when I make a build that's probably gonna be in almost every single build. The first card is Zoro. This is like your number one ramp piece when it comes to RP Luffy. It sucks when it gets removed from the field before you get to use it, but it is ultimately the best ramp piece when it comes to RP Luffy. So I think it's pretty much solidified in almost every single build. 90% of the builds. I mean, I haven't seen a build without it. I'm sure there is a build out there somewhere, so I'm not gonna say that there's not a build out there without it. The next card I think is solidified for me is Brulee, but some people use Mr. Two Clay. Basically a 4 cost ramp piece. There's many of them. There's Miss Doublefinger. She's good. She's also a 2K counter. There's Gene Bart. Just any 4 cost ramp piece I think is pretty much needs to be the core in your core deck. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be in the structure of your deck. The next card is a newer card, but it definitely has to be in there somewhere, and that's the Gum Gum Giants. Um, I think ratios is important as well. So with you know core cards and ratios, I think it's important to manage your ratios and test your ratios. And for me, I think 3 Gum Gum Giants is probably like this probably gonna be my main ratios when I make my builds for this deck. Just because we do have the other one drop that's good, or 1 cost event that's good, is Rad Beam. So definitely Rad Beam, a 2 of now. It used to be a 4 of, but a 2 of now, just because early game Rad Beam is still broken. Which you need your 3 life leader, so you need all the advantages you can get. And then we got the Gum Gum Giants, which is our late game powerhouse. I mean, if in emergencies you do have to use it early game, which sucks, because you're not running the 4 Rad Beams like you used to. But I think these two at these ratios are mandatory in RP Luffy build if you want to consistently win against the meta. Because when you see these cards late game, more than likely you're gonna win the game. The second card, or my bad, not the second card, but the other event that I think right now, that I after all my testing, that I think is mandatory, is Thunder Bagua. 3 Thunder Bagua, I think is just mandatory. It's a ramp piece, it's counter, it's everything you want. It dons one off a trigger. It's good in every way, shape, or form. Even late game, when you're dropping your kids on your 10 Don turn, you still can leave 3 Don up for a Thunder Bagua and a Gum Gum Giant, and that's really strong. I mean, that's 4K counter. So I think this card is solidified for all my builds, and right now this is our foundation. Now, when it comes to bigs, I do think there are some bigs that should be in every that should be in every build, mandatory. Um, so let's get on to that. The bigs, I think you got to have Newgate. Just you can put other bigs in. No, don't get me wrong. Maybe maybe I shouldn't talk about bigs because you really can play any big as long as you have the core foundation. I've played without Newgate, so I mean I'm not gonna say that, but if you want to win more, Newgate is definitely just something you should think about. But let's continue with our our base foundation right now. So we got the Zorojoros, we got the Brulés, we got the Rad Beam, we got the Thunderboggle, we got the Gum Gum Giants. Next, right here is your 2Ks. I think mandatory 2K is Usohachi. If you play the Searcher, which majority of builds will play the Searcher, Nami. I just don't have it in my core foundation because it's not necessarily required. I don't think Nami is required. I've made builds without Nami that win just as much as builds with Nami, so there's no point in me put her in the core foundation. But Usahachi, on the other hand, is just a broken three cost 2K counter that says if you have 8 or more Don, rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. So this is a great 2K counter to have because it has double utility, in the late game. Resting down their blocker to swing for game is just too good. It's just too good. Another another utility card I think you should have right here. Let's get on to. I think there should be a couple Namis. Now the ratio with Nami, I don't think really matters. That's build dependent. I do like 2 to 4. I do like 2 to 4 Namis in the build. She is a cycle card. She is, just you need cycle cards. So if you don't play the Onamis, the other option you got the new Frankie. He's good late game cycler. You have Queen. Queen is a little bit better than Onami, but if you're playing the Searcher, I would recommend Onami. If you're not playing the Searcher, then Queen. As long as you got like a couple cycle cards that help you dig. If you're not playing a Searcher, I'd recommend at least 4 cycle cards, so maybe like 2 Queens, 2 Onamis. But somewhere around that variation you gotta have. You either have 2 or 2, 2 or 2. Your ramp, your ramp is good as is right now because right now you at your core foundation you have 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 11 ramp pieces just at your core foundation. If you do want more ramp, you can. Like I said, I'm just giving you the structure. You can build around this structure how you want to. Whether you want more ramp, it is what it is. Well, one big that I do think is like mandatory just for me, just in RP Luffy in general, that like you gotta play is the 10 drop because it's like you know you can play the 10 drop. Why not play it? You know what I'm saying? So I do think the 10 drop is mandatory. This right here, it's not gonna be a long video or nothing. I just wanted to kind of like put a video out and give people like there's newer players or even some veteran players that might switch to RP Luffy or people who want to play RP Luffy in general. Give you like a foundation to build your deck around of. If you use these 27 cards, let's just say use these 27 cards right here, you can put pretty much whatever big you want and still do good with it. So let's save this foundation right here and then we'll go to like just one of our other builds to give an example of like a build you can make. Um, right here is a crazy build. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Glad I went to this. I forgot about this. How did I forget about the Sanjis? What was that? What was that? As you can tell, I got a shit ton of builds right here, and some of them the name doesn't make sense, but it's okay. Best RP Luffy Foundation. All right. I don't know how I forgot about this, but I think this card is mandatory in RP Luffy. For your other 2K. So 8 mandatory 2Ks, and then if you want to play more, then that's up to your discretion. But yeah, let me save this and then we'll go back to like an example build. So this is a build I'm working on right here. I will have a video of this soon, so stay tuned. This is called the Big Spam. I'm probably gonna end up naming it like Batman Utility Belt Spam or some shit. I don't know. Just because I want to have like just I want to overwhelm my opponent with different bigs, like they don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea of this build. But if you look in the build, you can see the core foundation. You see the 4 Usahachis. You see the 2 Onamis. You see the 2 Rad Beams. You see the 3 Thunder Bagwas. You see the 3 Gun Giants. You see the 4 Charlotte Brulés. You see the 4 Sanjis. You know what I'm saying? The foundation. You see the Queens. You see the Zorojoros. You see the 2 10 drops, and then everything else I just added. You know, and it works. I mean, this structure works. You know. Oh, the ratios for the bigs, by the way, what I like to keep my bricks at in my RP Luffy decks is 15. So 15 bricks. So 12 to 15 bricks is what I aim for. 15 is like my max that I want to have. So if you count my bricks, like my no counter cards, you will notice a trend. Like in all my builds, it's usually like 12 to 15. So it's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and then dang, is it only 14, 15. So you see 15 non-counter cards. Everything else has a counter on it, whether it be the events or just regular counter on the card. Let's go to another example to show you. Oh shit. Another big spam build I was working on. Core foundation 3 3 2 2 3. I even added some more some more cycle with the Frankie. Like you can mix it up as long as you put this like the core foundation. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have that, you can mix it up with whatever you want to after that. And I promise you, like half the time, I mean, I do like keeping the new gates in and the kids, just because they're so powerful. But if you don't want to play them, you don't have to. Like I said, you don't have to. But you can pretty much make a winning list with anything as long as you use this core foundation that I showed you. And back to the core foundation, so we can look at it one more time. Oh, I'll show you a couple more lists first. Let me show you. I think this list right here. This list right here is pretty much, this is before I developed the core foundation right here. But this is like an older list that I would have played before I found like, my set. Like this is when I discovered, see that was 2, this is 3. This is when I discovered, and I was like, hey, this shit right here is powerful, man. This is one of the videos right here. It can't be stopped. This deck right here is this is a strong version of RP Luffy right here. You run this deck at your next locals, you're probably gonna win. Let's see if we can find another one. This is another little test build, I think. Yeah, this one I did mess around with the ratios a little bit. Like I said, I was testing, But remember, just keep the core foundation. This one's like an all rush build. I haven't made a video of this yet. But we might. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Who knows? I got a bunch of builds, as you can tell. Like just everything. You know what I mean? What's Nico mode? I got builds. I don't even know what they are here. Let's see. It's Nico mode. Oh, this is it's a Gear 5 spam. Purple Black Luffy. But anyway, let's get back to the core foundation. Yeah. But save this foundation, you know what I'm saying? Go build you a RP Luffy list, and if you build some spice, you know what I'm saying? You build some sugar, spice, and everything nice. Hey, post your list down in the comments down below, man. Let somebody else try your list. I might even try your list out and make a video of it. You never know. But yeah, stay tuned for the upcoming videos. I'm gonna have a guide with a couple different combo strings with this core foundation that you can do. So it's gonna be a beginner, intermediate, and advanced, like just different combo strings, a guide how to play RP Luffy if you're new um, to RP Luffy, just how to play him in general. We're gonna go over different matchups. We're gonna have gameplay. It's gonna be a real sided video. It's probably gonna be broken up in parts, just because I don't want to make it too long. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be broken up in parts, but yeah. Now y'all know I couldn't show y'all this crazy ass list without give you some gameplay. Hey, bro, drop that beat. Alright, here's a little sneak peek of the new list I'm cooking up right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the name of it's gonna be yet, but hey, Batman's utility belt. You know what I'm saying? We got every big and their mama on the squad. You know what I'm saying? Starting off with our Zoro Joro classic brulee combos. What it's looking like we gonna try to do right here. Oh, we gotta take this life. It's ugly. It's ugly, boy. I thought about countering out there, but no, I didn't know I was gonna draw into another brulee, unfortunately. That's alright. We're gonna strap up 6, swing 6, and play out our brulee. Classic Zoro Joro brulee combo. You will learn this combo line in the new guide coming up if you ain't figured it out already. It works with any almost any 4-drop. Almost any 4-drop ramp card, almost. Can't say all because there's a couple that it doesn't work with, so But the brulee is, she's one step above because she gets the block, for your Zoro Joro here. And as you see here, you know what I mean? We'll go ahead and block for our Zoro Joro right there. Now he's gonna be tempted to swing his blocker into our Zoro Joro, and he doesn't. He just KOs it with the Nami, which is fine. That's cool as well. All right. We already on our, our 10 down turn. It'd be like that. Probably gonna play out the kid here, make it harder for him to swing into us. Swing 9 at his mouthpiece, you know what I'm saying? Hitting him with just big devastating punches already, you know what I mean? Turn 4, big devastating punches to the mouth, you know what I'm saying? We got a dragon, we got 2 dragons in hand. It's our hand looking ugly for our opponent, man. We ain't got as much counter as we like. But it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and just Gun Giant out here, cause why not? It's a free Gun Giant, cycle through some cards. Maybe get us into one of our other crazy bigs. We do draw a Sanji, you know what I'm saying? That might come in handy, who knows? But, we continue with a RP Luffy strategy and just swing straight at the fucking mouthpiece. We don't care about nothing else. Swinging for board swinging at board or lose your games, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say, hey. I won more games swinging at their mouthpiece than anything. There's only certain occasions where you want to swing into their board. Like if they have no cards in hand, okay, I'll swing into your board. You know what I mean? They got 10 cards in hand. I'm not swinging at an 8K body on board. They're just gonna counter out, and then I wasted my swing when I can make them, use more to counter out at life. When you putting that pressure on their life, they can't do nothing but swing at your board. I mean, if they just ignore your board and keep swinging at your life, then you're literally just gonna, you're gonna kill them in a couple turns. There's out another ace here. He don't know we can count out of this attack too. So he can't even swing in our lead. We got another dragon here. Oh my, this is just looking devastating right here. Swinging 9. He gets another block out of life. Look at the yellow luck. They don't give a damn. Swing another 9. What's he got for us? Swing 10. He gives the blocker. Swing 10. And that's it. GG's. That man couldn't get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the potential of this deck right here. But hey, this is just a little sneak peek of this deck. stay tuned for the full video coming soon. You know what I mean? Hey, it's sneak peek. And if I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all another sneak peek of the list too. This is the list right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go through the list because I will go over it in the video, you know, whenever the video comes out. And I might have some different bigs, so you never know. I'm still testing this build right here. But this junk's crazy right here, man. One of my craziest creations yet. So stay tuned. Hey, if y'all like content like this, make sure y'all like and subscribe to your boy, man. Until next time, peace.